Welcome again to our program on economic resilience. In this episode 2, we examine how economic resilience differs across locations in Alberta. Episode number 1 portrayed Alberta's economic resilience as very weak, a grade of D, and becoming weaker, a significant downturn since 2019. Also revealed were the most sensitive measures of weak resilience. They included declining corporate investment and job-related factors, including job loss, unemployment, and a lack of job creation. Your comments highlighted the sentiment that Alberta's economy is overly dependent on the plight of the oil and gas industry, with public services particularly vulnerable. So welcome. I am your host and delighted that you share with me an interest in the economy, particularly its diversification and resilience, and the associated innovation ecosystem upon which economic diversification depends. Let us begin by looking at your view of the economy based on your location. Again, employing a scale of 1 as not very resilient to 5 very resilient, your view of Alberta's economic resilience differs quite a bit across the regions, with Edmonton weakest, followed by Calgary and the rest or other. When drilling deeper into the other regions, strength is apparent in the north and central, and even more so in southern Alberta. Why will be explored in episode 3 when we investigate sector diversity in each of the region's economy. But first, do the factors contributing to your view of economic resilience differ across the regions? The following slide portrays the measures contributing to your sentiment of economic resilience in 2020 for each of the regions. Consistency is apparent in what underpins your sentiment of economic resilience for the province overall and for each of the regions. Of the 9 measures we assessed, corporate investment consistently ranks among the highest, along with job-related factors, and then GDP and outmigration. There are few exceptions, as indicated by the circles on this slide. The exceptions are outside Edmonton and Calgary. Decreasing job creation is ranked lower for both north and central, while ranked higher for the north are outmigration and corporate bankruptcies. For central, it's the loss of market share and personal bankruptcies that stand out as a higher measure. We saw in episode 1 the overall turn in economic sentiment this past year, reversing several years of a slow, gradual increase. But this decline is not the same across regions. It's uneven, as illustrated here. In recent years, that is since 2016, the Calgary region has shown a slow, gradual increase, with some seasonal fluctuations rising in the spring and declining in the fall. Since 2019, the Edmonton region has suffered a decline in economic resilience, more significant than Calgary and the other regions. In fact, the sentiment of economic resilience for the Edmonton region now trails all regions, including Calgary. The word cloud, seen here, and associated comments for each of the regions highlight again a sentiment that the plight of Alberta's economy and the regions have been overly dependent on the plight of the oil and gas sector, regardless of which regions we're referring to. We'll investigate the contribution of the various sectors, in addition to energy and agriculture, further in episode 3, when we look at how economic sentiment differs for each of Alberta's private, public, and professional economic sectors. Until then, be well. Thank you.